Fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast?
Yeah.
Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Hate it when I get a call and I don't know who it is. Hate that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
And then you ring them back and there's no answer.
I don't ring them back.
Don't you?
If they don't leave a message, then they're
Tough
out of my
titties.
lives.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not like, we're
Fair
going to give you
enough.
$1 million, but you didn't answer your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just chasing bad news if you ring them back.
I kind of feel like that's kind of how I feel when I do call them back.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
what's this going to be?
I'm just asking for
If it was
here.
that important, they'd leave a message.
Yeah, totally.
Or they'll call you back.
Okay, I'm going to go along that theory from now on, actually.
Good on you, mate.
Have you recently
back
cancelled a food box subscription?
No.
Because when that happens, they will start calling you to bring you back.
Right.
I've had to start saving them as contacts
But
because they ring you, like, honestly, 3 times a week.
on that front, it'll be my wife that they annoy, then not me.
Oh, perfect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't have to deal with that shit.
That's perfect.
So I had a meeting today, fellas.
So that's not like you.
8:45, right?
Jesus.
A professional meeting.
Well, my wife and
Or a
I
personal meeting?
My wife. It was kind of a personal meeting. I won't tell you the exact nature of it, so as not to embarrass the person involved. 8:45 this morning,
Keyzie.
and I can tell you, I was not keen. I was not keen on this meeting.
Was this an in-person meeting?
In-person meeting.
Yeah, sure.
It required a bit of admin on our end, and I just felt like sleeping this morning for the first time ever. Just sleeping in. And anyway, got organised, braved the traffic at that time of the day, which
I've
is
always
always
thought you were
shit
brave.
house. Shit house.
You're a brave man.
So we get to set location.
Yeah.
They go, oh, yes, hold on, we'll just go and get her. So my wife and I are sitting there in the reception area. Time passes and they come back. Oh, sorry, we're just having trouble locating her. We're like, okay.
She did.
10 minutes passes.
Bet she's dead.
They come back out. She might be on her way back from blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Barbados.
Okay. Then 15 minutes passes and someone comes out and says, sorry, she's sick at home.
What?
We didn't realise. And we were like, right, do you want to reschedule or I could have a meeting with you? We were like, no, we'll reschedule. That was the start to my day.
Didn't you want to have a meeting with her?
No, not the person that came out, no.
Was she wearing a Warriors jersey?
No, Parramatta, actually. Parramatta Eels.
See, no, they suck.
Yeah. So, no, we weren't
Well,
keen.
finalists last year, jersey.
You wouldn't have been effing and jeffing, though, right?
Oh, I was not until I left the building. Then I effed and jeffed, and then my wife said, settle down.
Which made things worse.
Yeah. It's nothing like your loved one going, oh, would you just calm down?
Oh, my
Don't
God.
tell me to calm down.
You seem like you're in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't.
Take a chill pill, Jase.
It's like when you're in a really shitty mood and someone goes, why don't you go to the gym? Or, why don't you go for a walk with the dog?
When you say
Or,
somebody, do you mean your partner?
Why don't you
The only
go-
person that's saying that you should miss it.
Because I've never said that to you.
Why don't you go down to Titirangi Beach and just sit by the water?
Why don't you go down to Titirangi Beach and keep walking?
Yeah, just out to sea.
So she's basically, you're being so annoying, she just wants you out of the house. That's not to calm you down, that's to get you out of the house.
It is, though. It's to de-stress, isn't it? And she's right. She's
Yeah.
right.
But the last thing you want when you're in that kind of mood is for someone to offer up or proffer up
It
suggestions.
is a funny thing, actually. I was having this conversation last night with a friend of ours, and he's got a sort of a similar thing in his relationship, but the opposite. So what happens in my relationship is, and I don't do it anymore, because weirdly there's some things that you can't talk to your partner about. So for me and my partner, it's the gym. I can't talk to her about the gym.
Is that your choice or hers?
Oh, it's hers.
Right, okay.
I can't talk about the gym or anything that might be good about exercise or anything like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm not sure what the reason is.
Yeah, I was
for
going
that.
to say, what's the reason behind that?
But what's funny about that is any stranger off the street could walk up to her and tell her exactly the same thing, and she would take it enthusiastically. Really? Is that right? Oh, God. But coming from me, it does not go down well. The person I was talking to last night is the opposite, where he
Yeah.
doesn't like his missus talking to him about the gym. And if she offers him any advice, he's like, fuck it, I'll just stay home.
Oh, well, hang on there. Hang on there.
Okay.
Therein lies the crux. Did you say offers advice? The gym.
Well,
i.e., you should go?
No, that's not advice, that's instruction.
Right. Or I find exercise really helpful for...
Yeah, no, but it's not like that.
Okay.
It's like, I'm going to the gym, and it's like, oh, well, I have been doing this thing, and I found it good. Because it's like, my attitude is, well, go or don't. I don't care.
Yes.
Because I've been through the other thing, which is a waste of time. So, yeah, and but he feels the same way when his missus says, oh, this was blood, and he shuts down.
I was like that for a period, for a wee bit.
Yeah.
Because my wife...
She's a fitness freak.
Is a fitness freak, yeah.
And what I find weird about it is you'll take the same advice from a stranger who could give a shit about you, but if your partner who loves you, and you should probably take advice from your partner, their opinion should matter, it infuriates you.
I think it's
And
because
that's not good.
it reminds you that you're not doing very much.
Yeah, right.
And now that I am gymming quite a lot and loving it,
Yes.
we have great gym chats.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the case for both of these
Yeah.
people that get
Definitely.
annoyed about it.
Definitely.
Just on that front, my wife and my daughter last night went to Pilates for the first time.
Oh, you
Keyzie goes to
finally
Pilates.
dragged them along.
No, I don't do Pilates. I do yoga.
You did.
I still do yoga.
You started back again.
Yeah.
Because you were supposed to go every single week, remember?
Yeah.
You're
well,
doing bloody well. You've
we-
had a little bit of a break. You're
we-
back on it.
we
Leave
had
me
a-
alone, Keyzie.
I'm
we
not
had-
doing it. I'm
we had
saying
a bit
it.
of
I don't do anything.
a bit of a
Jesus,
topsy-turvy time there for a while,
God,
Keyzie.
can you remember
I don't know if
that?
I don't know
Bit
if
of
you're aware of it,
sympathy, for God's
Keyzie.
sake.
Well,
a bit
but
of compassion
Jesus
wouldn't go astray right now.
Christ.
Fuck me.
Yoga would have
I
helped.
mean, Jesus.
Why don't you go take a walk down by the beach?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
But I have to say, in my defence, it's very rare that I get in those moods.
Oh, a handy. But what I've sort of come to a really good sort of bunch of realizations lately, and that is, don't worry about what the other person is doing.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Focus entirely on yourself.
Right.
And because if your mood is dependent on somebody else doing something, you're always going to be
Correct.
going to be disappointed.
Correct.
Definitely.
So don't worry about that. What they do is entirely up to them. You do your thing. You try and improve yourself. You try and get better, and hopefully that catches on somewhere. Yeah, it's been a game changer.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Really good.
You can't control what other people do, and
No.
and you
And
just
nor
have
do
to.
Nor do I want to control it.
Nor do you want to do that, and so that's just prime material for stress and angst.
That's right, because if you're putting your happiness in the hands of somebody else doing something, then you're going to be potentially waiting for a long time. You might be right.
It's
You might
also-
be fine. They might do it.
Jesus,
but
this is very
But
profound.
it's
of us
also,
today.
you're putting a lot of pressure on them too to help to ensure that you're in a good mood. They have to do something. You know, it's pressure on them as well,
yes,
which sucks.
yes, yes.
I'm surprised you said you were loving the gym, because every time you come in here, Keyzie, you're always like,
you look half
this
asleep, man. Are you
fucking
hungover?
bloody
No,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is
Look at
just
the
an
state of
interesting
him.
chat.
Look
This
at the
is
state
an
of him.
interesting chat.
You look like you're falling asleep.
No, I'm just resting
Are
on my
you
head.
hungover?
No, I'm not. Well, now, was I a
Because
few
last
hours
night
ago?
you were
Yes.
pissed.
You know what happens is you're on the beers here because we had the work function, obviously.
No.
Free beers everywhere.
Yep.
So drinking regular beers, you regular 4%ers. Had about 6 of those pints. Head over to the old pub there, onto the hard stuff, 7%ers, because that's what the ACC guys drink.
Yeah.
I had 3 of those and don't remember getting home.
Ooh.
That's the difference. It's
get
just like,
roofied.
what the
Somebody
hell
roofie
happened?
you.
Well, maybe. I was with Mania, maybe.
Yep,
But my
maybe.
missus picked me up. Apparently, I got home, took the bins out, because it's bin night.
Yeah, in the car.
Nah.
Because you always drive them down the driveway in the car
No, I
because
bring
you're
them
too
back.
lazy.
I bring them back in the car.
We can
Ah.
always tell, Keyzie, just because of the nasal sort of
And
scenario.
also, there was a party last night, so
yeah.
you know.
I went to that party last night, by the way.
You were there
you?
for ages.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Catching
Jase,
you
good
did well.
yarns.
Jase was there 10 minutes.
If it
15.
was 10 minutes, I'd be shocked because I
15.
turned up and you patted me on the back as you left.
Yeah, but no, I came back again after that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he
but
went out
only
for
for
a-
about 10 minutes. Talking to a few people.
I love that Jase
Found
walks
a bit
in,
tedious.
hates it because everyone's around, he doesn't know anyone, everyone's steamed. So, I'll have
No
some
one was
pizza.
steamed.
So, I'll have some pizza. Picks up a piece of gluten-free veggie pizza without realising, bites it. We were watching him doing it. Oh, he's gone for the gluten-free one. It's filthy look on his face, like shaking his head. He's like, I'm going to go with dart.
This is disgusting. I'm going to have a cigarette.
Yeah.
So funny.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not good at big gatherings.
Nah.
I don't know. I just can't be fucked, especially if you're not drinking and
Yeah.
you're just sort of.
It's a lot of
I mean,
work wank
sometimes
as
it's
well.
okay, but most of the time I find it tedious.
I'm the same. Last night was good, though. I had some good chats. I got punished twice.
You got 2 punishings in a row, I saw.
Two punishings
You
in
got
a row.
punished. Yeah, I was watching that.
Somebody's breath reeked, which was that was tough. Then I was talking to somebody else, and she sort of started standing back from me. And I was like, oh, because now I'd just been through the bad breath thing, and I was thinking, maybe I've got bad breath.
Right.
But I smelled it. It was all good.
Nice, man.
But yeah, it was good. Good yarns.
Well, that's good, mate.
yarns.
You represent
It's
it.
heartened me for the awards next week, for which
it'll be
we're
fun.
nominated for nothing.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
I'll probably skip the awards.
It only goes for an hour, doesn't it? An hour and a half.
I hope so.
Yeah, they're pretty
in the past, everyone used to come up and say a speech after every award, and there's like a shitload of awards. So I
There's
think
so
they've
many
just
awards.
shortened it right down
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's
The
tedious.
one I went to was pretty good in the sense of it was literally about an hour.
Pumped it out.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Sky City Theatre, same place.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Old Keyzie's stomping ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a probably.
And then there's some, I'm assuming there's an afters.
Yeah, there's
somewhere.
always a big piss up at a pub somewhere.
Right.
Well, I like it because it's every single radio station in New Zealand coming together, even though we got beef or whatever. We just have a yarn.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Shit.
Jase, you should go.
Your fave. Let's have a sober yarn.
Yeah.
I had 2 glasses of water last night. Delicious. Both good waters. Yeah, I brought one from Hauraki.
Yes.
Brought the glass, and then it gave me an excuse to leave. You see, I've got to take the glass back. I'll see you later. Bye.
Which water was the best? Hauraki.
It's hard to split them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see them. They did look good.
Anyway, relationships, eh? Always learning, aren't you, Jase?
You are, mate.
You're
You are.
always learning.
You do.
And it's good.
And they constantly form and reform in different ways.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
the joy of, well, I don't know if you'll ever get to long-term, Keyzie.
I've
but-
been with my partner for 12 years.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how long have you
that's
been
true.
married?
4 months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. By the way, just quickly.
I'm loving how you're resting your head on your hand. At the
look at
moment.
me. Why am I
allowed to do this?
No, it just sends
I've
a
never
very,
seen you do it unless you're hung.
it sends a
Can't
very
even hold up
clear
that
message.
massive melon of yours.
Yeah.
I have a massive melon the
Yeah.
size of yours. Don't
I know, but I'm not holding it up with my arm.
Yeah, I'm
am
impressed
I?
your neck can even support it on its
I
own.
go to the gym a lot.
By the way, I picked my father-in-law up from the airport this morning, and he goes,
Reeking a piss.
yeah, he was actually. And he goes, oh, by the way, I was listening to a podcast of yours the other day, and I think you were talking about me when Jase and Mike were like, oh, Keyzie, where's the weirdest place you've made love, or are you good in bed or something? And then I didn't want to answer.
Right.
And he's like, so you were talking about me, right? And I was like, yeah, I was talking about you because I know you listen.
Is that right?
And he was like, yeah, thanks for that, mate. I appreciate it.
Oh, right. Because you were telling us off
Oh,
air
let's do the
that you've
Keyzie
done
word.
so
Let's
much,
do the
you've
Keyzie
done
word.
so
I
much
love-
rooting.
Let's do the.
Where's he
Is that-
done it, man?
Oh,
Yeah,
so
oh,
many
he's a
places.
disgusting
God.
pig, man.
Don't
He was
talk
telling
over
us. He was telling us off air.
Don't talk over the.
In the gutter was his favourite.
Yeah, and he has a penchant
He love-
for keeping the curtains open as
He
well.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
don't
keeping the
forget-
curtains open and in the gutter.
Yeah, gutter is today's Keyzie word. Don't forget
Sky
to send
Sky
them all
City
in.
Theatre
Hauraki
as
Big
well.
Show.
I heard.
We'll call you
Made love.
Monday with a prize pack there. Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
good. Hey, don't forget to follow Chris Key and
Any toilet he's
at
going on,
Hoity J
especially public
and
toilet.
Mr.
with
Minogio
strangers.
on the old Instagram.
Speaking
there.
of how you're in Thorpore the other day,
Thanks,
he said he
mate.
made love there as well. In that
Yeah.
little special toilet, the round
Superloo.
toilet there, the Superloo, yeah.
Poopaloo.
Cross that off his bucket list.